Hi guys, welcome back to InfosecTrain. My name is Divyani and today we have Mr. Sayam with us. He's a cybersecurity expert and a trainer at InfosecTrain. Hi Sayam, how are you doing?
Hi Devyani, I'm good, thank you. What about you?
I'm also good, thank you. So today we are going to talk about one of the most important topics of information security, that is CIA, which stands for Confidentiality, Integrity and Availability. So what is CIA?
As you already mentioned, it's very crucial part in your information security. So 3 letters of your CIA Triad. It is also known as a CIA Triad. People also refer to it as a security pillars, right? So CIA Triad, these 3 letters, as you already mentioned the names. C stands for your confidentiality, I stands for your integrity, and A stands for your availability. So your CIA Triad, it's a, you can say, common and the respected model that forms the basis for the development of security system and policies. So these are used for the identification of vulnerabilities and methods for addressing problems and creating the effective solutions for them, right? So your CIA, your confidentiality, integrity and availability of your information, it is crucial to the operations of a business, and your CIA Triad segments these 3 ideas into separate focal points. So differentiation is pretty much helpful because it will be helping to guide the security teams as they can pinpoint the different ways in which they can address each concern, right? So if you talk about confidentiality, it involves the efforts of an organization to make sure that data is kept secret or private, right? That's the meaning of your confidentiality in general terms as well. So, you're trying to keep your sensitive information or you're trying to prevent your sensitive information from any unauthorized access or, attempts to that, right? So we prevent the unauthorized sharing of data, whether it can be intentional or any accidental. But in short, we are trying to protect our data over here from any unauthorized access, right? So to attain confidentiality, we use encryption. That's another term which is quite important one as well. So in short, like if you remember, if I take you, for example, if you're doing any transaction from your ATM, right? If you're trying to do any online transaction, you do not want someone else to see that how much of a transaction you are doing, right? That's pretty much obvious. So when you're trying to prevent your data from any unauthorized entity like your attackers or anyone else, so that will be known as your confidentiality, right? So we use encryption for that, like you have to heard about in your cryptography, symmetric, asymmetric. So we use encryption over there in order to protect your data from any unauthorized access. A basic example of encryption, you can say, back in the days, if we talk about the kings and queens all that time period, if we talk about when they're trying to send any message, to another one. So what they do, they try to, write things in a different way so that other person will not be able to understand it, right? Another example would be like, you can say, if I'm changing the words of a hello, like, Morse code kind of a thing, that will be referred to as an encryption node, right? So when you're sending a message in that way, protecting it from any unauthorized access, that will be known as your confidentiality. Then if we talk about integrity by the name, it's pretty much clear, right? So we make sure that our data is trustworthy, okay, and it is free from any manipulation or tampering, basically, right? So your data remains accurate over here, right? So you can say, for example, how your integrity can be attained. It can be attained by your hashing. So integrity, if you talk about, let's suppose if you're doing any transaction, let's suppose again transaction. If you're trying to do any online transaction, or if you're trying to cash out some from your ATM machine, you do not want someone else to change your data over there. By changing data, what I meant is, let's suppose you are doing a transaction of $1,000. You do not want someone else in the network to change it from 1000 to 50, right? So protecting your data from any tamperation or any manipulation is known as your integrity, right? And that can be attained by your hashing. Then we have availability. Availability, if your data is kept confidential and it is maintaining its integrity, it is often useless if it's not available, right? Correct. So your organization, they have to make sure that their data is served, right? Their service is served over there. Their data is available. For example, if we talk about our website, so if our website is not available for our users, what is the point? Like, for example, if we talk about any e-commerce website like Amazon, if you take an example of that, if Amazon's website is not available, if their products are not available for their clients, what's the point, right? So that is your availability. Okay, so we are making our system, network, our applications, they should be available in order to serve for the customers, right? So availability, it can be attained by, you can see, your backups. For example, your backups can be there, right? Or disaster recovery, that is also one of the example of your availability. Okay.
Thank you, Sayam. I finally got CIA. And so you guys, if you want to know more about CIA, you can check out our courses at www.infosectrain.com. See you guys in the next video. Till then, stay home, stay safe.
Bye-bye. Take care.